Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the AJS TV channels. Aston Villa versus Leeds United. It is what most would call maybe the mid-table derby between the two sides. Leeds United and Villa, two massive fan bases, two massive clubs, but both in a bit of a, you could say, a trophy slump. Neither side have won things for quite a few years now, but both teams are undoubtedly massive, and this is always a feisty game. I mean, pretty much every time we played Leeds recently, there's always been drama. You go back to the 3-3 draw against them last season, where we all thought Coutinho was gonna be some incredible player for Aston Villa. Do you remember the link-up play he had between him and Jacob Ramsey, and we all thought, wow, we've got something going on here. And that I think we bottled that game as well. I think we led that 3-1 and ended up drawing the game. We had the incredible away game at Ellen Road where Callum Chambers hit the top corner. Hello to you, Christopher. I haven't seen his channel in a while. How you doing, man? And Oscro, hello to you as always. So the last time we played, it was a 0-0 draw away earlier in the season with Steven Gerrard. The last time we played them before that was in the pre-season game where we beat them 1-0. But I think the most memorable one was the 3-0 away win at Ellen Road, which I was talking about just a moment ago. Callum Chambers, what a goal that was! If you like can remember, hammering the ball into the top corner, absolutely lovely. I still think about it. I gotta say, it's probably the pinnacle of Chambers' career at Villa so far. You could even say it's gone a little bit downhill since then. How you doing? Up the Villa AVFC, what's up? Doing good. I hope we win this after that awful Stevenage game. And Up the Villa says Chambers' goal was lovely. It was. Yes, so I will briefly touch upon that. Obviously, I was upset over the Villa Stevenage game. This channel obviously received a lot of troll football comments, which is you'd imagine after the embarrassing result. It was, I think, a national thing to laugh at us. We were the embarrassment of the round. I think the only one that come close to that was Coventry losing at home to Wrexham, which is, I'd say, equally as bad as embarrassing, but I mean, it will hit us harder because we're a Premier League side. Obviously, it's not good enough, but there's no excuse to lose at home. Even if we drew, it would have been pretty embarrassing. But to lose in the way we did against Stevenage is nothing short of a joke, really. So I think the morale of the team, I think it's important that we respond today. It's not going to be easy. I know that. We always seem to have these, like, other than that Ellen Road game, we always seem to have these like close-knit encounters. Also, you got to remember as well, that other famous game away at Ellen Road, where we I don't know if you guys can remember, Jonathan Codger got injured. We expected Leeds to put the ball out of play, which they didn't, and they went on and scored. And there was like a big fight over the players were obviously arguing, fighting with each other. We, a few moments prior, put the ball out of play for one of their players getting injured. They didn't do the same for us. They went on and scored despite all our players stopped. They literally stopped playing. And thankfully, Marcelo Bielsa actually gave us a goal, and we were able to score from kickoff. That was like a big thing in the Championship that season. And it does always get brought up every time we play Leeds recently. But yeah, I've never seen anything like that. It was crazy. Didn't we concede? We did concede 2 in additional time. One was a penalty. Then Dunker against Stevenage brought down his man in the box. Got a red card for. Well, he didn't even attempt to play the ball. Literally just pulled his man down. So it was a denial of a goal scoring opportunity with no intent to play the ball. They scored the penalty, and then we just didn't respond. And I gotta say, the player that's escaped the most, like, anger, I suppose you want to call it that, Ollie Watkins, when he went to close down the shot, put the most half-ass effort into doing that. I did cover it a little bit during the watch-along, but his half-ass attempt to close down the ball literally lost us the game. And you can't even say he was tired. He was a substitute in that game. And he could have blocked the shot very easily, or at least put more of an effort. And he didn't, and they scored. Terrible goalkeeping as well from Olsen at his near post. Hey, doing Dozin? He says, hi, AJ. I'll give my prediction very shortly. Guys, please do provide your prediction for today in the comments. They scored the second. I was crying sadness and laughing because your reaction. I was just in shock. There's some things that you don't know how to react to, and that was definitely one of them. It was like, wow, like I can't believe that. It's, I stare at my screen thinking we're 2-1 down to Stevenage at home. Bailey's playing. Yeah, I mean, I'll get into the lineup as well, which I haven't even done yet. But yeah, Leon Bailey, I think, should have been dropped today. So the Villa lineup. Oh, by the way, this is not updated for some reason. I literally changed this before, and it's reverted back to the old image. So I'll do that. I literally changed it before my live stream. Just give me a second. There we go. For some reason, it changed itself. Martinez in goal. Back four: Ashley Young, Ezri Konsa, Tyra Mings, Luca Digne. Alex Moreno, the new signing for Aston Villa, is on the bench. He's only been here a few days, so obviously it's a bit too early to bring him in. So in comes in Luca Digne. I think he's started most Premier League games anyway. Ramsey is back from injury. Ramsey, Luiz, Kamara, Buendia is the midfield four, with Ollie Watkins and Leon Bailey as the front two. Look, I want to be supportive of my players, and I want these lot to prove any bit of like doubt in my mind wrong, and I want to be proven wrong. But Watkins and Bailey they don't instill with me much confidence at all. Like, Watkins works hard, but his finishing has been atrocious. And Leon Bailey, I think this is the worst I've ever seen him at any point in his career. So I'm actually surprised Unai Emery has kept with him, especially after Danny Ings scored against Wolves. I really am. Hey, doing Create and Fly says hi from Canada. Thanks for going live. Hugely appreciated, mate. I can listen whilst at work. I appreciate you very much. I hope your work shift goes well. I love to hear where people are from, and Canada, I gotta say, is definitely up there for places I want to visit. Like Toronto, Vancouver, maybe even if I want to go for like a really cold place, Edmonton, in Canada. I think I've heard it's incredibly cold there, but some people like to go there for like holidays and stuff. So maybe in the future I could do that. No one noticed. Wow, if anyone has any links, please send them out. Send them because I'm out. Yeah, I'm watching it on Sky. But if anyone does want to provide links for the games, please do. Dust, who's a Chelsea fan, is trying to bait. Obviously, he's desperate for a bite because Chelsea have been so horrifically bad recently. That theoretically, it won't happen, but if we did beat Leeds 6-0 today, we would go above Chelsea in the table. Bro's talking about my height. I'm 5'11", but he's 6'5", so he thinks he's still. I'm literally 5'11". All right, I'm not having this. But you're 6'5". Okay. Moving on. Leeds United, I'll get into their lineup as well. I've not really talked about Leeds much at all, really. They are 2 points above the relegation zone. I wouldn't say they're comfortable, but I mean, you'd rather be a Leeds fan right now than someone who supports like Wolves, I think. You're in a much safer position. Rodrigo's having a good season. They're back four of obviously Melier, they're back four of Ailincock, Cooper, and Struick, with their defensive midfield of Rocco and Adams. The front three, Harrison, Notto, and Aronson, with Rodrigo as the lone striker. That's quite a dangerous side, actually. A lot of pace in that team. Jack Harrison causes problems. Aronson as well, the USA winger. I remember him scoring, actually, against Chelsea. If you guys remember Edouard Mendy having that horrible moment, the first thing I think of with Aronson was the Mendy mistake when he scored. Table might not show it, but Leeds are safer than Chelsea right now. This Chelsea downfall, I'm loving it. I can't lie, it's been great. Adust is the BFG. Yep, basically 4-3 thriller at the Villa. I'd love that. Just entertainment. I want to win. I want to win basically. And I don't care if we win off an own goal or if we have like a thrilling goal scoring encounter. Either way, I just want 3 points at the end of this for Aston Villa. Unai Emery in his 4 Premier League games we've won 3 of those. With Tottenham. The Tottenham win, the Brighton win, a Man United win, and the draw against Wolves is one of those that we didn't win, unfortunately. I mean, to be fair, we could have lost that game very easily. We were very poor for most of that game, so hopefully we have just something different today. I want to see a fight. The last 2 games, I think we've been second best for the first half. In fact, I'd say we were second best for the second half as well against Stevenage too. So I just want to see just a better start to these games. Worst season we've had in my lifetime, and we're still above Villa. I mean, your budget is way higher. That's all I'm going to say. Booted up Valorant for the first time in weeks in Diamond Lobbies. Oh, your dog. I want Mings to batter Jack Harrison. I'd love a little scrap. It's so entertaining. Whenever we play Leeds, right, there's always a bit of a scrap. Almost every single time, there's always handbags between players. And I can see certain man causing problems. No Matty Cash, though. I know Cash likes to instigate sometimes. Always puts in a dirty tackle. Dougie Louise. That'll be one. Watch out for Dougie Louise today. If you were to do like an accumulator for bets, I'd definitely have a Dougie Louise a yellow card today. 100%. Here we go. About to be underway for Aston Villa versus Leeds United. We have kicked off. I think I'm about 20 seconds behind, so bear with me. And Luca Digne already wins a battle for Villa. And Mings puts in a good tackle on Rodrigo. We're only 10 seconds in, and I've already seen a good tackle on Rodrigo. I'm going to love it. I got to say, I do usually love the games against Leeds. There have been some horrible ones. I remember being at Villa Park when we lost in the 90th minute against Leeds, and it was heartbreak. Probably one of the worst feelings of going to a Villa game when you concede such a late goal in front of their fans as well. They went absolutely mental as well when they scored. Can we survive 10 minutes? That's a very, very big question. Here's Ashley Young for Aston Villa. This could be the first attack down the right-hand side. Oh, Young, not a great pass. We get away with it. Bailey tries to cut inside. That's already the first tackle on Leon Bailey. Probably several tackles to come. Dear Lord. Adams, long ball forward looking for Jack Harrison. Mings does really well, though. I got to say, great challenge. Already a goal for Napoli against Juventus in a big game in Serie A today as well. We got other games. Hearts versus St Mirren. And Altrincham are beating Ryan Reynolds' owned Wrexham in the FA Trophy as well. Just subscribe. Thank you for that, Finley. I appreciate that. I'm in a game with someone who has DCFC in their name. Surely won't that be? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I mean, there are people from Derby, believe it or not. Wisp. Corner kick to Leeds with a minute and a half gone here. Martinez is the captain, by the way. I forgot to say. Big Emmy. World Cup winner, Golden Glove owner of the Copa America and the World Cup, which is quite phenomenal. The first time there's ever been a World Cup winner play for Aston Villa. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Corner kick to Leeds, right-footed. Ooh, dangerous corner, I gotta say. I have no idea how a shot didn't come away there. Villa could break with Kamara. It's a 2-on-2. Luca Digne steaming to his left. Kamara. Look for Digne, but instead he goes to Bailey. Bailey in the box. Bailey! Yes! 1-0 Aston Villa! Leon Bailey opens the scoring here within 2 minutes. What a goal that is. I gotta say, I was questioning Bailey starting today. In fact, I even called it out. But never questioned Unai Emery. This is what I mean. I'd rather be proved wrong. Unai Emery, what a finish that is. Leeds United. The first proper attack for Aston Villa, and it goes in the back of the net. Kamara ignores Luca Digne, and I was thinking, please play the pass, but instead, he plays in Bailey, cuts in on his left boot, and bends it in past Meslier. Come on! What a start for Aston Villa. That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Oh, that's terrible defending, though, from Leeds. You can't allow Bailey to do that, surely. And before I even changed the kickoff text to scored. Unbelievable way to open the score, and that will get the confidence going for Bailey. And well, Leeds are lucky that they're not in more relegation trouble because you can't afford to go a goal down within the first 2 minutes of a game. I'm in pain. We are now on the same amount of points as Chelsea. Just to inform those in the chat, it is 1-0 to Aston Villa. Trey J's TV strikes again. I gotta say, I'm the biggest jinx. Whenever I say something's gonna happen or I criticize someone, they go on and become world class, right? For some reason, it always happens. I was literally making fun of Bailey, saying he probably shouldn't have started today. He's been absolutely awful, and here Bailey scores within 2 minutes of a game. In shock. What a start. Ben says, he must have hit that. Well, I mean, it's a great finish, but with Bailey shooting recently, you never know. Never thought I'd hear that. Same. My Birmingham City FM team clear. You say this like you're ahead of Chelsea. We're joint with Chelsea. We are, I think, only goal difference behind Chelsea now. This 6-0 might happen. That is shocking. You slander Mount and then you see humble your life. I'm just saying, Mount, by the way, yesterday, I was gonna say this actually, if it ever came up, and this is the perfect time to say it. Mason Mount was so bad for Chelsea yesterday. And it's not even my agenda talking. Like there was a pass, and you guys know about it because it got all over Twitter. He could have put João Felix like completely through on goal, free as a bird, and instead did a sideways pass. Chance for Leeds over, terrible at defending, and we just about clear it with the L Villa. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Mount, incredible playmaker, incredible. Liam, I can't unfortunately show the game. I would get my account banned. You can go to any person on YouTube who does the similar content to me, and they'll give you the same answer. That's really poor, by the way. From I think it was Luca Digne got dispossessed. Yeah, very easy tackle from behind, and then he stayed. He does actually get kneed in the face by Rodrigo, but I think it was completely accidental. And Digne's still down. Yeah, that's not going to be anything like serious. Moreno's already warming up. I don't think he's going to have to come on. It is just a simple knee in the face. Yeah, I would get banned, unfortunately. I would, genuinely, if there was a way I could legally do it, I would. Look on Twitter, might have some, yeah. If anyone provides or wants to provide a link for the game, I'll post it in the comments for you if you want to watch it if you don't have Sky. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, please do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you're a Villa fan or if you're a fan of Leeds or a fan of football in general, you can help support me. I like to be as unbiased as possible and show my love and support for Villa in any way I can. Sometimes that involves taking the piss out of Villa, and sometimes that involves cheering about Aston Villa. Does anyone know any links? Because I don't think his goal has completely been shut down, which is very sad. I used to use his goal all the time. Just stream the game and position your face cam like you're playing FIFA. I love that. There was something about police coming to your home if you watch illegal streams. Yeah, I've saw that. There's no way that'll be done, right? Because there's millions of people streaming games, right? And the reason why you do it is because, like, if a game's not on Sky or BT or Amazon in the UK, how else are you supposed to watch it? So, like, it doesn't make any sense to me that this is, like, a big thing now. Apparently, as well, it might be centralized in the Midlands, obviously, which would affect me. But I can't see them actually doing it, surely. Like, what are they going to do? Like, if I hear a knock at the door and I turn the game off, like, what are they gonna do? What, like, I don't really get it. And they've got so many other problems in the world. Like knife crime in the UK is horrible, right? You've got drug problems throughout the country. But me watching Fulham versus Brentford on Total Sportec is the biggest problem. I don't really get it, man. BBC do that with UFC. I swear. The people that got raided were the hosts, not the common people just watching the games. By the way, well, that's good. It's just people panicking on Twitter and stuff. All games are shown here in the USA. That's another thing. Like, despite the games being in the UK, the fact that we don't get access to all the games is ridiculous. You would need to clear your watch history. I can do that easy. Just to get. You're funny. You're a funny guy. In jail for streaming Villa versus Leeds. Imagine being a Liverpool fan and you have to watch Darwin Núñez and Jordan Henderson, and then you get imprisoned for watching Jordan Henderson and Darwin Núñez. Oh dear. They actually might want the prison. Police are just going to check if they have a dodgy box. Just don't let them in if you have. And they need a search warrant. Well, that's another thing as well. Fair, the one Liverpool fan I know wouldn't fit in the jail cell. Oh dear. Oh dear. For some reason, Digne's still getting treatment. I don't really, unless he's broke his nose. I don't know why he's still down. It was just a small knock on his nose. Like, it was completely accidental by Rodrigo. But we might actually see the debut of Alex Moreno, which I was not expecting. It could be like a whiplash, I suppose, because his head did go backwards. But it didn't look that bad. One of our Year 11's got a guy that lives opposite the school. Oh my god. Well, that is Birmingham. That is Birmingham for you. Police took them 20 minutes to arrive, and then everyone had fled the scene. Dear Lord. What a mess. What a mess. On comes Alex Moreno for Luca Digne. We've had a lot of stoppage. I think the ball's been out of play for longer than the game's been on so far. But Moreno does make his Villa Park debut. Number 15, the fullback, Luca Digne, is off and Moreno is on. I think he's going to take the throw in as well. It's taking a long time with the throw in though. He goes back to Mings. Not the cleanest of connections on the ball for Mings. He goes long Martinez. Watkins wins the header. Villa keep it. Luiz. Simple ball to Ashley Young. Can we build? We've had one attack and scored, which is not bad. That's good for Villa. Yeah, but it can be. Some parts of Birmingham are shocking. Is Emi Martinez for Villa. Taking his time. Getting the players forward. Picks a long pass diagonal towards the right-hand side. Curves towards Watkins. Villa win the second ball. Here's Leon Bailey. Unorthodox pass to Ashley Young. He used his knee there. Young goes long. Looking for Buendia. Never going to find him. And Leeds can finally have the ball themselves. Oh, they give it away though. This is poor from Leeds. They've had a really poor start to the game. Konsa, that's a foul. That's a free kick to Aston Villa on the halfway line. This is poor from Leeds. This is really poor from Leeds. I got to say, Aronson, it's a silly foul. It really is a silly foul. No need to make it. I don't think Konsa was going anywhere. He's a centre-back. Probably has the... I don't even know what I was going to say there, but I doubt he's got good dribbling ability. And he's just brought him down for no reason, really, despite, 2-3 Leeds players on him. You got a link now, lads. All right, well, I appreciate you coming here. Hopefully, we can actually build upon this. It's been a good start for Villa, I got to say. I've been really impressed. Never gave up on Bailey's a baller. Oh, the chat to Watkins. Oh, but Melier comes well off his line to clear long for Leeds. A bit of danger there. Martinez, a very cold header to Alex Moreno. Moreno tries to nutmeg his man and lost it. He tried a little cheeky nutmeg there. Doesn't work. Poor pass from Leeds as well. Goal kick to Villa. Adams trying to be a bit direct there. I didn't give up on Bailey. I still liked Bailey, but I thought he shouldn't have played. But I've been proven wrong. I will say that. I will hold my hand up and say, you know what? He's proved me wrong. I thought his confidence might affect him again today, but seemingly not. Although Kamara, I believe, other than Casemiro, is the best CDM in the league. I think he's up there. I think Rodri, and Casemiro are the best two. And then it's up for debate from 3 down. Like some would have said Kante a few years ago, but I think he's fell off a little bit. Oh, lovely 1-2. Well, it was until Buendia's pass was just a little bit too long for Moreno. Long ball for Leeds. Well won by Ashley Young, 38 years of age. Ashley Young rolling back the years, keeping up with the pace of wingers these days. I don't know how he does it, honestly. I really don't. He's a bowler. Probably been one of our best players this season, to be honest. Have a good one, Liam. Literally, I said 5 minutes ago before the game started, Bailey's my favourite player. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. On his day, Bailey can be so good. Oh, Dougie Luiz. What is that, Luiz? Terrible ball. Nowhere near a Villa man at all. Shocking from Luiz. Long throw to find Aronson. He's next to Ashley Young. Good tackle, Young. And he's screaming for a throw-in, but I don't think he's going to get it. He was adamant, though. Digne's injured yet. He had a knee to the face, which I thought was going to be fine. But he had a little bit of treatment. I'm suspecting like whiplash because his nose was fine. So I really don't get it. It didn't seem that bad though. Or maybe I'm just like underestimating the injury and how bad it could be. But it seemed fine. Watkins dispossessed as Villa tried to break. Adams. That's good from Jack Harrison. It's a shame. They do get it back though. Aronson, left-hand side. They might whip a ball in. It's Struick. Good shepherding from Luiz. Villa keeping their shape quite well. Struick gets it back again. He's got Young on him and Buendia. Chance for Leeds. Shot hits the chest of Ezri Konsa. Cleared away. That was Rocker, the CDM, coming forward. Good luck, Conza. I'm watching on Sky. Sky Sports Premier League. It's like the main event for today, obviously. To be fair to Leeds, despite they're not been that good so far, but I can only hear their fans. They've been very loud. I appreciate that. Up the Villa. Is Strick. Oh, very close. Bailey back to Young. Young lumps it long. That should be a foul on Watkins. And he's given it the referee a good. Surely he didn't think he'd get away with that. Jumped all over Ollie Watkins there, right on his back. Yeah, there's no way he thought he'd get away with that. Ain't no way. Pretty much gave him a bear hug. Welcome back, Liam. Free kick to Aston Villa, halfway line. Cut with a very bizarre foul, really. Because even if he won the header, but even so, he must have thought there's no way he'd get away with it. You can't climb all over someone to win the ball. Kamara for Villa. We don't play it long. We go short instead. Concert to Mings. Leeds with their press. Moreno. That's a good pass. That should be a free kick to Villa. It is. How many times have they fouled us, by the way? How many times? How many times? Already? They just kick us to pieces, man. Oh, his stream got took down. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, I feel you there. Cancer to Mings. Mings back to Emi Martinez. The ball actually went behind his legs there. As not the most convincing of passes to Young. I should have said Cancer instead there. Villa get a throw in instead. Well, not great for Martinez. A World Cup winner. And then a dodgy touch of the ball. And then a very bizarre, poor left-footed pass towards Cancer, who had two men on him. Villa just about dealt with the trouble. I hope you find one, Liam. I hope you find one. Here's Melier for Leeds. Left foot launches long. Good pick out. Luke Ayling. He's been at Leeds a long time, Luke Ayling, to be fair. I think he even scored against us once. Jack Harrison. Beats the challenger, Moreno. Cross from Harrison. What a challenge that is! What a challenge. Ball played into Rodrigo. And you think that's going to be a goal for Leeds United. That's really good. Jack Harrison does amazing. Puts the ball into the box. Beats the tackle of Moreno. And just as Rodrigo's about to pull the trigger, what a challenge that is, Dougie Luiz. That's a great challenge. Anticipates the danger very well there, Luiz. And the anguish on the face of Rodrigo says it all. Corner comes in, doesn't beat the first man for Leeds. That's quite poor. They do retain it, but only momentarily. Moreno forward to Bailey on the left-hand side this time. All on his own. He's going to have to just go for it. Still, it's Bailey. That's very good from Bailey. Very, very good. No one to aim at, and he just takes his time, allows his teammates to come forward, plays the pass. Really good from Villa. Oh, Ashley Young, that's lovely. I gotta say, we've been very good so far today. The only questionable part for me was that Martinez a bit earlier when he didn't get hold of the ball very well. But other than that, I think we've been very good. Gotta say. Throw into Villa. 19 minutes on the clock. Villa 1. Leeds United 0. Referee has told Moreno to hurry up. Moreno into Luiz. That's poor from Moreno, actually. Really. It's a poor pass. Throw into Leeds United. No, I gotta say, my only negative comment so far is it's not been the most impressive start for Moreno. He got dribbled past as he tried a slide tackle down the left. And some of his passing hasn't been great. I mean, to be fair, he has been rushed into this today. He's had no time to settle. So I'm not going to criticise him too much at all. It's not going to be easy for him today. But yeah, not great. Here's Notto. Good tackle from Bailey. Throw into Leeds. Yeah, it's 1-0 still to Napoli. 1-0 St Mirren. And Wrexham have come back from behind to lead Altrincham by 2-1. in the FA Trophy. They are massive favourites to win that tournament. Obviously, if they do get promoted this season into the Football League, they won't be able to compete in the FA Trophy probably ever again, because I can't see them going down. With owners like Ryan Reynolds, I think the only way is up for Wrexham personally. Long throw into Watkins, good header from. Is that still Liam Cooper at the back after all these years? Cooper is just Leeds through and through, isn't he? They never seem to replace him, though. Long ball looking for Watkins. Watkins battles. He does get the ball, but only momentarily. But Leeds, to be fair, launch it long. And it's just aimless, really. Martinez towards Louise, who doesn't get the header. Watkins still down for Aston Villa, by the way, after he had a challenge with Cock. Notto wins a foul. Free kick to Leeds. Yeah, Watkins is hurt, man. He climbed up against Cock, and he's hurt himself. What happened here, then? Was that his heel? I think he's twisted his ankle potentially there. How you doing, Billy Carter? He says, come on, Villa. Free kick to Leeds United. It's been a good start for Villa, though. I will be positive. It's been a very good start. Obviously, we got a very good start to the game with a second-minute goal from Leon Bailey, but I think we've dominated the game. Notto, that's a foul. Yep, it is a free kick to Leeds. Dangerous position. Notto's been their best player by a mile so far for them. The only player that seems to be able to beat a Villa man. I gotta say, it's a poor tackle from Luiz. He'll be lucky to escape a booking it. He's absolutely took him out. Notto's out as well. He's a good dribbler of the ball. I can see him going quite far in his career. Notto. Onto even. Call him Notto. Free kick to Leeds United. In a dangerous position, I gotta say. This is definitely one that if it was for Villa, I'd see Luca Digne eyeing up. And Sky have said we've conceded the second most set pieces in the Premier League this season, which is obviously not a great stat. Bournemouth with the most on 13. Villa have conceded 10. Jack Harrison and Aronson both on this for Leeds. It's probably going to be Aronson. Oh, yeah, it will be. Aronson. Oh, it's gone for a pass. Very good. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Now, they want a penalty, Leeds, because Emi Martinez came sprawling out. Oh, there's been a scrap as well already with Nonto. Well, Leeds want a penalty. So they actually don't take a shot. They play a free kick into Rodrigo. Luiz wrestles Rodrigo. That's not enough for me. I think that's going to give it, though. But it's not enough for a penalty for me. Luiz, no way. No way. That's never a penalty for me. Goes down way too soft. I don't think it's going to be given. I don't think it's going to be given. He goes down incredibly soft there. In fact, Emi Martinez gets hurt by Rodrigo. Because Rodrigo goes into Emi. I mean, he's entitled to do that. It's a 50-50. But Rodrigo goes down very soft under the challenge of Luiz. Yeah, it's not a foul. It's not a foul. It's not been given. Free kick to... Oh, sorry. Goal kick to Aston Villa. And we go short. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was a dive. It might have been... Well, considering Leeds were screaming for it, it might have been a dive. But I'd like to say he's just gone down a little bit soft. Like, that's not enough to pull someone over. No way. No way is it. Hey, doing CJ? 24 minutes gone here. Villa 1. Aston Villa... Sorry, Villa 1. Villa 1. Leeds United 0. Goal by Leon Bailey to put Villa ahead. I'll just see what that does to the table for both clubs. I think Villa go level on points with Chelsea. 1 behind Brighton, 2 behind... Sorry, 1 behind Brentford, 2 behind Brighton, 3 behind Liverpool. Incredible. If we won this game, big if, but it's just for the stats. If we won it 6-0, we would go above Chelsea and into the top 10 in the Premier League. Leeds United edge further away from the mid-table battle. towards the bottom three. I don't think they're going to be in too much trouble there this season, personally. Southampton, though, they're looking half decent with a win against Manchester City. Maybe they can build on it. I know it was in the cup, but you never know. Free kick to Leeds, by the way, which Villa are not happy with, which is baffling because it looked like there was a foul for Villa the other way with Buendia, which wasn't given, and instead they've given a free kick their way, which obviously I don't think is fine. The Bailey goal's great. Lovely finish with his left foot. He cut inside. It was terrible defending from Strick. Never allow a left footer on the right hand side to cut inside. That is like allowing Ian Robin to cut inside his left boot. Like, you got to learn. Left footed players on the right or right footed players on the left, never ever let them cut on the inside. Harrison, poor free kick. Goes behind very easily for a goal kick to Aston Villa. Yeah, that's not great from Leeds, really. Shocking free kick. Nowhere near. If it had more of a float on it, that might have been dangerous, but it didn't. By the way, guys, there's 35 of you in the live stream right now. Please make sure you do like the video if you're enjoying it and subscribe to the channel. If you're new, if you're a Villa fan, if you're a football fan, a Leeds fan, or just, you just want to help support me, you can do that by clicking that. It's completely free and helps support the channel. So I appreciate your support. Martinez for Villa, the high press from Leeds. I do worry a bit because I know historically Villa, we struggle under presses and, well, we nearly gave the ball there. We do keep it though. Here's Bailey for Aston Villa. Bailey against Struick. Goes on the outside. Cross comes in right footed. Good goalkeeping from Melee. He plucks it out the sky. Not a bad ball. Not a bad ball, to be fair. Just too close to the keeper. And now here's Leeds' chance to keep the ball, but they don't keep it very well at all, Leeds. Kamara's fouled. Free kick to Aston Villa. How many times, man? How many times? There's been so many fouls in this game. Giving away too many free kicks. So are they, to be fair. It's just been fouls left, right, and centre. I don't like this playing around the back. It scares me. It does scare me a little bit. Oh, you got a link I'll send to Discord? Alright, I'll post it, mate. I'll post it. Don't you worry. Alright, copy. And for anyone who does want to watch the game, I'll allow you lot to do that. Give me a sec. I gotta cut it short though. Villa chance. What is that from Bailey? Villa had a big chance to get a second goal there with Ollie Watkins free as a bird in the middle and Bailey overhits a pass. Oh dear. That would have been a great chance for 2-0. Oh dear. I'm going to post it here. I'm going to post it here. The guy. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. Ignore that. The guy. Oh wait, it's copied the whole thing. Ignore that. The guy. Oh wait, it's copied the whole thing. Ignore that. The guy. Oh there we go. It's copied the whole thing. If you want to watch the game, I think you'll be able to do it there. It's copied the whole thing. If you want to watch the game, I'd say that go. It's copied the whole thing. If you want to watch the game, I'd say that go. It's copied the whole thing. Bailey back to normal. It's copied the whole thing. It was short to normal. It's copied the whole thing. It was short to normal. Oh, sorry guys, I forgot the sound. Just wanted to come on. I fixed it. I fixed it. I had to go to my chat, which obviously plays my stream. So yeah. I can turn off now. There you go. I apologize. I forgot about that. I'm glad you lot said. He's ailing for Leeds United on a throw in. Nearly half an hour gone here. Villa 1, Leeds 0. I gotta say, Leeds are lucky that they're not in a relegation scrap because this has just not been good for them at all. They've been second best everywhere on the pitch, really. And that says a lot considering, Stevenage put up a better performance than Leeds United. Leeds, they don't keep the ball very long. That's like one of the big criticisms. Like Wolves, who are supposed to be a lot worse than they are, in the bottom three, in fact, they're second bottom, keep the ball way better than Leeds. Like Leeds will keep it for 3 minutes, for 3 seconds, and give a silly pass away. They'll either go direct or just a pass will have not enough on it, or it's just quite easy to read. I don't know what it is, but their passing has been atrocious. Moreno battling Ailing here, and that should be a free kick to Villa. which is not given by the linesman. In fact, a throw into Leeds has been given instead. And Watkins is hurt, by the way. I think he's going to have to come on. Yeah, Watkins in a lot of trouble here. This is not good. He's gone down. It's ever since that challenge with Cock. He's just not been great. Is Louise leaving? I don't think so. Unless there's like new transfer drama. He signed a new deal like a few months ago, so I don't think Douglas Luiz is leaving. And even if he is, we'd get a lot of money for him. So I wouldn't be too worried, to be honest. Personally. Yeah, Watkins is done, yeah. He's gonna come off. To be fair, I would have started Ings anyway. I think Ings is the better of the two. And you've got Bailey for pace and pressing, so you can have Ings for the positioning and the finishing, and he can be like the pivotal point of the team. It seems like the right thing to do anyway. So Villa have had one shot, scored one goal against Leeds. We've had three, haven't even hit the target yet, and 60% of the ball to Aston Villa. So yeah, it's been very good from Villa so far. Very clinical. Stream got took off. I'm back. Welcome back. Why is Sanson playing? He played well on Sunday. Though I question that. To be fair, I think Sanson deserves more of a chance. I want to see him come off the bench. There's no excuse. There's no reason to not play him. So yeah, I'd love to see that personally. Like you could take even Douglas Luiz if you want to play him further back, or if you wanted to take off. I mean, I wouldn't take off Kamara personally because Kamara is like the proper anchor in midfield. So I think Dougie Luiz is the most obvious. But yeah, we'll see. We will see. Throwing to Leeds again. Ailing. They're getting a bit more of the ball now, Leeds, but they're doing very little with it. Hook cross into the box. Villa clear it away with Ashley Young. And an offside flag has gone up anyway. And that'll be a free kick to Leeds United. Yeah, Watkins has come off. Danny Ings is on the pitch. Hopefully that won't affect us too bad. I think Ings is I think he's a half decent player. I think it's safe to say. He scores goals wherever he goes. He's not done too bad for Villa, and I think he should be considered more. But obviously, in Unai Emery's system, he likes players who runs, a little bit like Gerrard and other managers we have. We like players who put in effort. I've said it before, Watkins works harder for the team, but Ings is just more of a clinical goal scorer. That was really clean, by the way, from Alex Moreno. 2 Leeds players on him. Very quick with his feet there. Dribbles out of danger. Plays in a simple pass to Mings. Sean says Bailey wasted no time making up the Wolves. Yeah, fair play to him. Fair play. He's under a lot of scrutiny recently. So he did well. What a poor tackle that is from Cock, and that'll be a yellow card. Very silly Cock. I just wanted to say that. Very, very silly. Very silly challenge. Free kick to Villa. Yeah. Poor Ramsey. Kick to pieces. To be fair, he's done that all game, Robin Cock. I shall not grow up. I shall not. Mike says Ings needs to give up on his dream of having hair. Either shave it off or get on the Rogaine. I gotta say, yeah. His hair is thinning. His hair is thinning. He's yeah. He may need to at some point. Emi Martinez with this bait. Villa 1, Leeds United no. Hopefully we can just not make any silly mistakes, man. We've been good enough so far to win this game. But, you know, games in the Premier League, they take easy twists and turns with one simple error. And we nearly had it with Emi Martinez earlier, as he just miscontrolled a back pass. It nearly led to a chance for Leeds. And just like that, they can get back in the game, and they've been quite poor. I actually didn't give a score prediction. I was, you know what, I'll be completely honest. I would have said 1-1 at the start of today. But from what I can see, I think we can win this 2-0. I think we've been quite a good side. I think we've been quite good. I don't know if that's Leeds. I don't know if that's just a response from Villa. Could be a bit of both. But yeah. I could lie and say, oh, I predicted 2-0, but I was thinking 1-0 in my head. And it still could be, to be fair. No, 2-0's like a safe, comfortable prediction because like 3-0 strong, 2-0 probably sums it up. If we get a second goal in the second half to kill the game, that would be lovely. No silly mistakes, all I'm asking. I want us to cause Carlton more problems because on a yellow card now he can't do his silly fouls. Chance for Leeds though, and that was a simple challenge in the end to stop Rodrigo, but that could have been something more with Aronson. Tries to cut the ball back. It's not a bad attempt. This pass, by the way, from Nonto is amazing. Easily their best player so far today, without a shadow of a doubt. Someone who's won a lot of fouls for them, someone who has carried the ball well for them, and is carving open Villa at times. Corner to Leeds. They're having too much of the ball. They will score. I think if we're not careful, they'll grow into the game. Corner comes in. Good header away by Buendia. 5'7" of him, and he wins the ball. Very good. I'll even applaud that. It's not easy for someone of his height to win the ball there. Wonder what Jesse Marsh is thinking right now. That is the question. I've just seen his face on the camera. I wonder how he makes of this. Leeds United States, as some people call them, because the obviously the manager and Aronson in their attack. Jesus. I'm talking then, Buendia. Have I misread that? Or have you mistyped that? Ailing. Half decent pick out. And they get away with it, actually. Rodrigo, it's a chance for Leeds. What is he doing, really? It's a bit of a waste. He gets a corner, so it's not a massive waste, but I think he could have done more with it there, Rodrigo. You got a little bit lucky as the ball rebounded back to him. It is another Leeds corner. Apparently, Leeds have been shocking on the road, only beating Liverpool away in their last 8. Corner kick to Leeds. Left footer. Good header, Mings. Not massively clear. It could be now, though, with Bailey. Bailey to Young. That should be a foul. What? He's not giving it. Throw into Leeds, and the Villa are not happy with it. Tackle from Ashley Young. Young has actually been very solid today. That should be a foul. Referee, man! How many times? Doesn't give Villa a free kick. And then it looked like an obvious Villa throw that he gives to Leeds as well. It's almost like he's willing them to score. Here's Buendia. That should be a foul. Way! There it is. There it is. He gives it this time. Free kick to Villa. Kicking the ankles on Buendia. Jesus Christ, man. Leeds going into this game. Villa looking sloppy here. I think they're growing into it. I wouldn't say we're looking too sloppy. I think we've been okay. I think we're putting our foot off the pedal maybe a little bit. But yeah. What do you think about the crazy money being spent by those at the bottom of the table? Seems like big risk being taken. Well, I'd rather see them go for it. I know Nottingham Forest are trying to get another player. I know they've signed like 20 plus this season, and they're trying to bring in another one. But to be fair, I'm going to give my opinion that maybe some of you won't share. Nottingham Forest sit, 15th in the Premier League? They're in a Carabao Cup semi-final. I think it's been a phenomenal season for Nottingham Forest. You know, they outplayed Chelsea the other day. Like they've picked up results. They won away at Southampton, a very difficult game. I think their away form has been poor, but they did get that important win at St Mary's. I think it's been a very good season so far for Nottingham Forest. Probably better than what they expected. Obviously, they need to continue, and if they start dropping points here and there, I'm not gonna hold what I think about them. But so far, it's very, very good for Forest. Long ball forward, looking for Bailey. And he's not going to keep that in play. And he gets frustrated and hammers it out of play. 39 minutes gone. Villa 1. Leeds United 0 still. Leeds and Wolves spent over 50 million already in January. Nottingham Forest going to need 18 buses. They got a squad nearly as big as Chelsea these days. I know Chelsea loan out most of theirs. But I think Steve Cooper needs to be given maybe a bit more credit than what he has been given. You know, you look at West Ham, who've been very poor under David Moyes, considering the money they spent. You know, they've got like Paqueta now, who's like quite a decent Brazilian footballer. He plays for the Brazilian national team, and they've not improved, have they? Everton, I gotta say, I've always said Lampard's a poor manager, and even when they started to pick up, I still retained it, and I was one of the few. I swear to you, was one of the few who didn't criticize him. Even when they stayed up last year, I was like, you know, the players they have, they shouldn't be where they are, and I think Lampard is finally like proving it. He's just not cut it. He's not cut out for this level. He just really isn't. And I like Lampard as a player, but a bit like Gerrard, he's just not cut out for it. Wolves, their new manager's done well. They actually played quite well against us. Probably should have won the game against us. And Southampton have a bit more hope with Nathan Jones after their result against Manchester City. So we could actually get a very interesting season. Free kick to Leeds was covered by Tyrone Mings. He goes long, gives it straight back to Leeds United. They're probably going to up the tempo now, up until half time. They might as well. And hopefully we can see this out until half time and build from there. Long, direct. It's just, that's been pretty much the story of Leeds half, really. Quite poor. A bit aimless at times with their passing. And it has been at times quite simple for Villa. The only like dangerous part for Leeds for me is their corners have been half decent. They've put them into good areas and we've had to really battle for the ball. But other than that, like it's not been too bad. Nonto's caused us problems. His dribbling is very good. He's had to be taken down a few times. I think if he's allowed a bit more space, that could be problematic. But other than that, I've not really been impressed with Leeds. Rodrigo, I mean, I don't want to say all this and then it blows up in my face, but as of right now, I think it's been quite a flat Leeds performance. And I'm not surprised when I see their form. There's a chance of Villa, by the way, with Danny Ings. I don't know how he managed to get the space. Bailey and Ramsey slips over, but the cross didn't find him anyway. And that'll be offside. I think possibly for Jacob Ramsey anyway. Lampard, Gerrard 2.0. Everton had a giant DCL, a shaped hole in the past year, plus fallen apart since his injury troubles. Chance for Leeds. Rodrigo round the keeper. What a block, Moreno! What a block on the line. Alex Moreno, the debutant fullback, as a long ball for Leeds. As I was reading chat, I didn't really see much of it. It found Rodrigo. He rounded Emi Martinez. And it's the fullback on his debut, Alex Moreno, sliding the ball. That was definitely goal bound. I think he was onside. He gets between Tyrone Mings and Moreno. Moreno runs in. What a challenge that is. And that's the pace that it can get. That is the pace and what it can bring you when you actually have quick defenders. That's what pace brings you. I can't get my words out. Luca Digne would never have got that. In a million years, no one can convince me that Luca Digne would have ran back and blocked that. Ever. Ever. Incredible challenge to stop the goal. You do think, look, I gotta say, a bit like the Bailey chance against Wolves, you gotta really score that. He's got an open goal. So there's not really an excuse. I think if he puts it high enough with enough power, that shouldn't, Moreno shouldn't be a problem. But he puts it on the floor, and therefore it was easier for Moreno to block it. Yeah, already worth the money. There you go. What a challenge. And, for someone, I think he's not had the best of debuts so far, but that has definitely, got everyone to forget about everything else. That's amazing for Moreno. They're showing it again. That's really good. Rodrigo doesn't look up, by the way. Rodrigo really doesn't look up. I think that's why it's a little bit easier for Moreno. I think he thinks he's got a complete empty goal with no one on the line. I don't think he expects anyone to get there, and he does. Yeah, Leeds are getting more of the ball now. Oh, there's big scrap between Young and Nonto there. He's fuming. He's fuming at the assistant referee that he's not given that. He wanted a throw in, and it went to Villa instead. think he wanted actually a foul. I think he was getting kicked to pieces there. Jesse Marsh not happy as well. Nonso is still fuming at the referee, by the way. He's still going on. I did say today is going to be full of scraps. Yeah, Nonso is fuming. He's screaming at the referee, pointing at where it happened. Yeah, we need half time to regroup. It's almost a derby. It does feel like it sometimes. I just think Leeds are just hated. And we give off energy that other teams give to us sometimes. And I think with recent games, that 3-3 game, the drama a few years ago when the ball wasn't kicked out of play. I think that's a goal. What a save! And what a challenge, Ashley Young! Oh my god! Oh my god, Emi Martinez! Emi Martinez! What a save that was! I even said that's a goal. You can even go back. I even said that's the goal because it's a lovely ball played into the middle from Luke Ayling, and Emi Martinez makes an incredible point blank range save, and Ashley Young with an incredible challenge to block the rebound from Nonso. Yeah, Villa need this half-time whistle to go seriously, and we've got 7 minutes to hold on. What a challenge, from Ashley Young, and what a save, Martinez. Corner. Another poor corner from Leeds. This time cleared at the near post. But wow. I literally said that's a goal. You never see from there the ball not get put in the back of the net. It's a goal on a plate. It's a sublime cross from Ayling. Nonto's cross deflected. Aronson his shot is blocked. Rodrigo, it's a goal. It's a goal. Oh, wait. No, it's not. The referee's got his flag up. Oh my god. Now, that might not count. Apparently it's not going to count. Oh no, Harry. Oh no, Harry. It's not going to count. It was turned in by Rodrigo. Wait, will this count? Will this count? I think he's offside. I don't know if that's going to count. It's a lovely layoff. Oh, it's so kind for Rodrigo. If that counts, it's so kind for Rodrigo. It's not going to count. Oh, Harry. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, see the way he's turned that? He was laughing at Villa. Right. And then he's turned that to say hold Leeds. That is a wake-up call. I mean, if the earlier chances weren't a wake-up call, that certainly is. That certainly is. Bailey tackle on Nonso. Ashley Young, he's been my man of the match so far. Ashley Young's challenges have been incredible. I don't think he's put a foot wrong the entire game. The entire game. It's so good, man. For 38 years of age, Ashley Young is absolutely phenomenal. Sublime footballer. It's aged like fine wine, honestly. Like as a kid, I used to love the way he'd attack players, put crosses into the box. His dribbling, it was all phenomenal. And he's just turned into, like, obviously he's got a bit slower, got a bit older, and he's turned himself into an incredible fullback at times. It's so, like, impressive to watch. Like, it's not an easy transition from winger to fullback. Ings, that should be a throw to Villa. It is. Well done, Danny Ings. I wish Ashley Young could never age. It looks like he doesn't age sometimes. Hi AJ, how you doing, Aston Villa Shorts? Ben says it's coming. We better play better. Well, we need to, we need to improve. We can't get too complacent. We are winning this game, but it's on a thread at times. We are allowing Leeds to come into it a little bit more, so that second goal is crucial. Concert wins the header. Tyra Mings. 7 minutes of added time was shown, by the way, so we still have quite a while to go here. Here's Danny Ings for Villa. Ings to Moreno. Villa get a throw in. Come on! Come on, Villa. Do you have any proof Ashley Young is age? Yeah, he has a time machine. He literally looks... He doesn't even look older as well. It's crazy. He's aged so well. Look, when I'm 38 and, like, if I can be in a condition like that, I'd be very happy. Because my God, he's just it's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. He's worked very hard to retain a lot of his obviously his physique and stuff. He's battled quite hard in his career, so he's done well. He won the league as well with Inter Milan not too long ago. He won that as a wing back. So it's not just for Villa he's done well. Throwing for Leeds, a ball play towards Buendia. I think that'll be one criticism. Well, there's been a few, but I think there's one attacking criticism I'm going to give. Buendia has not really got involved today. And I don't know why, because he's usually one of our best players. And he's done not a lot. I'd say Bailey's probably been our best player going forward, even if you ignore the goal. Ramsey, in bits and pieces, he's carried it well. He's won a few fouls. Nothing too extravagant. I think it's just been like, it's not been amazing, but it's been enough. And that's what I will say. Meslier for Leeds. He's got a free kick. 50 minutes gone. We're 5 minutes into the 7 of additional time. Long ball play forward. Header by Tyrone Mings. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Looking for a... Well, it looked like a lovely ball, but it was just slightly too overhit. Leeds wanted a foul, as they thought Martinez picked the ball outside the box, but obviously he didn't. They will claim everything, those Leeds fans. Yeah, that's behind the line. That is behind the line. I gotta say, Moreno, I will say that goal line block is massive. That's as good enough. That's as good as a goal. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't get my words out today. My tongue is just twisted. Oh, that's a bit of beef between Buendia and Leon Cooper. Cooper throws Buendia, and Emmy obviously doesn't take that lightly. And that could be a yellow card for both. Because Cooper just throws Buendia like a ragdoll. And then Buendia battles back. He's going to have a talking to. Yeah, Buendia's fuming because he got held. And then Cooper goes and holds Buendia's chest. After that, he holds his shirt. Bit of handbags between the two. Yeah, it's just a talking to. No cards. I think if they do that again, there's going to be more than words. I'll say that. Meslier goes long. That might be it for half time. Ramsey. Oh, that's poor, actually. That's actually a chance for Leeds. Aronson to Harrison. Jack Harrison on the byline. Well done, actually. Moreno. He did very well there. Dougie Luiz should go long here, and that should be it for half time, surely. Is he going to give him another chance? Ref! It's been 7 minutes, man. With the ball on the halfway line. This guy. Long ball played towards Nonto. Ashley Young will make sure that goes to Martinez. Come on, referee, man. Oh, that's cold from Kamara. He is rolled. He's absolutely rolled his man. Here's Villa breaking down the left. Moreno leaves it for Ramsey. Jacob Ramsey back towards Esri Concert. And the whistle on least on my screen still hasn't gone. Should go soon. There it is. It is half time at Villa Park and Aston Villa lead by a goal to 0. The goal from Leon Bailey in the 2nd minute is enough to put us ahead at half time. It's been, I would say, the majority of the game has been fairly okay for Villa. I think we started very well. I think the longer the game has gone on, the more Leeds have got into it. I think you could argue, have been a little bit lucky here and there. They've had big chances. They've had a goal ruled out for offside as well with Rodrigo. He was played off. Yeah, he was offside as he got the ball. He did like a layoff, I think, with his chest, which was offside. And in that build-up, he put the ball in the back of the net. Obviously, that didn't count. The big one for me was the Luke Ayling cross, put across goal. Was that Rodrigo again that was saved? Guys, who was the one who missed the tap-in at the back post? Because I cared more about the save from Martinez. Emmy made one of the best point-blank range saves I've ever seen. And then Ashley Young blocked on the follow-up. Was it Rodrigo? Because I know it was Nonto with the follow-up, but I think it was Rodrigo who had the initial shot. Also, Rodrigo took the ball round Emi Martinez, and it was cleared off the line by the debutant Alex Moreno. More injury issues, though, for Villa, with Luca Digne had to go off. I don't think it's going to be long-term, though. Had like a knee in the head. Possible, I'm guessing, whiplash or something like that. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Alex Moreno kind of dropped into the deep end a little bit today. I think he's done very, very well. Man of the match by a mile for me is Ashley Young. I think Ashley Young has probably put in the best performance I've seen him in a Villa kit for, well, since he was at Villa 2010, 2009. That level of performance, I think he's been phenomenal. He's won every challenge. He made a goal-saving block as well. He has been phenomenal. He's had a difficult matchup as well with Nanto. And on the left-hand side, a Jack Harrison as well going against him. I think he's been phenomenal the whole game. Definitely doesn't look like he ages at all. Mike says we're getting dominated here. Needs to be a better second half. Yeah, I will say that I did kind of briefly mention it, but I think the longer the game has gone on, the less comfortable we look. They've had chances, and I think if the second half starts the way it ended, I think we could very easily drop points today. I want to see players like Buendia get involved. If I look through our lineup, I'll give my any strong opinion either way. Watkins went off injured as well. That's a bit of a worry. We've got a lot of injuries at Villa right now. John McGinn being a big one for me. Kamara and Louise have done well together. Ramsey's carried the ball well. I don't think left midfield suits Ramsey too well at times. I think if he could get involved a little bit more, Ramsey and Buendia I just want to see on the ball a little bit more. Konsa and Mings have been fine. They've won a lot of headers. Alex Moreno has been very good. He's rapid fullback. First time for a long time we've had a fullback who has pace. So I'm quite happy to see that. Some would say Matty Cash is fast, but it is obviously on another level of speed, and we saw that with the goal-saving challenge. Looking a little bit for Leeds, Nonto's been their best player by a mile. I think if they are to come into this game, it will be through him. He carries the ball so well. At times, we look a bit scared when he runs at us, and we've had to bring him down a few times. Because he keeps the ball so well. He's got very good close control with his feet. Aronson in pieces has been okay. I think Harrison's probably been the worst of the three. Rodrigo threatening, but still hasn't scored. I think Cooper and Cock is their weakness. I think their centre-backs, they're not strong. They're not that good. Cock's on a yellow. Cooper could have been booked as well after he had like a kerfuffle with Emi Buendia. Struijk and Ayling. I think Ayling with one of the best crosses I've seen. I don't know how he's not got a goal contribution as he whipped a dangerous ball in front of goal, 4 or 5 yards out, and it wasn't scored. So yeah, from what I've seen of Leeds, their centre backs are championship level, and that's probably why they are where they are on the table. I think if they improve there, they'll be better for it. I'm not too sure about Meslier either. I think Meslier could potentially get upgraded. I don't think he you compare like Emi Martinez to Meslier. I mean, I don't think you could put them in the same league. I think Martinez is a much bigger presence. And there's a reason why one's playing for his national team and the other one isn't. We can't seem to keep the ball in their half, says Sean. Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. I think the one big attack that we had, we scored from it. I think it's fair to say that. So yeah, CJ said Ashley Young at ME so far man of the match. Moreno close third. I mean, it's just phenomenal. Sky are showing how quickly we transition from defense to attack. With Kamara, by the way, holding midfielder, his job is to defend, and he gets an assist as he carries the ball all the way up the field. And within 17 seconds, we go from defending a corner to putting us in front. And we got away with it as well. The corner wasn't brilliantly defended, but it was a lovely long ball forward. I think that was from Ashley Young into Kamara. I was screaming for the pass to Digne, but instead he picks out Bailey. And well, I don't want to criticise players too much, but Struijk as a fullback, if you let an inverted winger on their strong foot, then you deserve what happens, because that is just brainless from Struijk. He literally allows him on his strong boot. That is rule 1 as a fullback. If you know that your winger is inverted and his strong foot is on the inside, do not let him on the inside. Allow him to go on the outside, especially in that position when we've got bodies forward. Allow him on the outside, and that goal doesn't happen. That goal literally doesn't happen. But no, it's quite simple. And Bailey, even with low confidence, Leon Bailey will take those all day, all day. Who'd you bring on? Anyone at halftime? If so, who? Well, we've got players who can influence the game off the bench. Honestly, you lot won't agree with this probably. I would actually be tempted to bring on Coutinho for Emi Buendia. I don't think Buendia has done too much today. So I'd bring on Coutinho for either him or Ramsey. I've just seen that Emi save again. Wow. That save from Martinez is great. It was a Jack Harrison shot, by the way. It was a toe poke stab in front of goal. Harrison's face, by the way, when he knows he hasn't scored, is a picture to behold. Matt saves incredible. That is incredible. He should score. He has no right to save it, and the only saving grace is it's not in the corner. If he puts it in the corner, it's 1-1. But there's no excuse. It should be 1-1. That's shocking from Leeds. I will get the thoughts on the Villa fans on Twitter as well. If you guys want to give me your opinion, I know some of you have already. And yeah, if you want to give predictions as well, what you think the second half will bring. Halftime comments. Wake up, lads. FNL can't get on the ball at all. Great goal though. Leading, but we look so bad. How? Moreno is so good, my lord. Feels like we've been battered. 2 injuries and last-ditch defending. Can't see Leeds not scoring second half if this continues. That was so poor. Lucky to be winning. Why are we playing so passively? Need to improve second half. Otherwise, it's only going one way. Strong words needed. Don't know how we are in front, but we've been poor again. Generally needs a tweak, and we need certain players to start performing. Kamara is top class. Not the game for Buendia. This is what I said. Not the game for Buendia. Disappearing act from him so far. He's been so lifeless at times, Emi Buendia, which is very unusual for him. He likes to take the game by the scruff of the neck sometimes. Sanson on second half would be nice. Zoe says Coutinho on. I'm going viral on TikTok. 5.6k in an hour. Very nice. Very, very nice. I did do a score predictions video. And someone said Bailey scored. I didn't. Well, I posted the live stream clip from the Stevenage game on TikTok, and that has 36,000 views. And my reaction to Villa Stevenage is on 12,000. So yeah, people obviously like to see how upset I was over that. I think Coutinho has had his days, to be honest. I think at times he can bring out his best. I think, look, the Tottenham game where we were all phenomenal. Like every player on the pitch was phenomenal, even Olsen, which says a lot. Coutinho came on, and I thought his passing was very good. He didn't have I think he had 10 minutes on the pitch, but in those 10 minutes, he worked very hard. He battled defensively, and going forward, his passing was great. I think we need to bring more of that out of him, because the Stevenage game, he was flat. I don't get how you can go from being so good to being so poor and so average within one game, especially with supposed weaker opposition. I don't really understand. Okay, I'm going to go to Leeds. I think Leeds fans will be happy with what they've seen. They're very unlucky to not be level, especially as the game. Well, the closer the game got to half time, I think the luckier we were. Announce Rutter to heal the pain. I want to die. People are going to blame Marsh, but we're playing well. Not his fault. We can't seem to score. Leeds today, and it's just a picture of stormtroopers. Hard to be critical when we've been so dominant. How on earth are we losing? Keep going. Our luck has to turn. This isn't over. Keep fighting, lads. Never give up. Unlucky not to go at the very least level, but this ref is a joke, and VAR must be having the night off. Interesting comment. Nothing going our way, and looks like if we're going to get something out of this game, we're going to have to fight for it and get on it on our own terms. Yeah, so, well, I think that's fair. I think that is some of those comments were quite fair. I think Leeds have been. Would it be safe to say Leeds have been the better side? I think they should have took the chances, and if they did, they would be ahead. So it might not be Unfair to say they've been the better side. At least you know when Coutinho's on, Buendia absolutely. At least you know when Coutinho is on, Buendia absolutely ghosted. That's true. That's true. He has ghosted today. He's one of my favourite Villa players as well, so it's quite a surprise. Sean says, I feel teams have a blueprint to beat Villa. Wolves first half, Leeds first half. Emery needs to check their offers. Yeah, it's not. I kind of cursed us a little bit because for the first 15 minutes, I thought we were very good. And I said, we've finally actually started a half very good. And then from that point, it just got progressively worse. I think once again, for the third game in a row, it's been a very poor first half from Aston Villa. It was my boy's first game at Stevenage. What a first game. You know what, mate? That'll get him ready. That'll get him ready for years of Villa. You know, I'd rather him have seen that than say we beat Stevenage 5-0. You know, get him early, thinking that we're not that great. You don't want us to show you don't want to show him us at our best, and then he expects that every game. So that was, you know, the epitome of Aston Villa. Piss poor. Gets him ready for life as a Villa fan. Keep the expectations low. I've seen at Villa Park. I've been there for the 6-0 defeat to Liverpool, and I've also been there for the. I don't know if you guys will remember. We beat Sunderland. Was it 5-1? Like years ago. I think even Gabby Agbonlahor scored in that. And I was there for that game too. So I've been there for definitely the ups and downs. But yeah, definitely keep expectations low involving Aston Villa. But yeah, to reiterate the point that a lot of people are saying, hopefully we just cut out the mistakes, get back into this game, because despite the fact we're winning, it doesn't feel like it at times. And if it weren't for just incredible goalkeeping from Martinez and a bit of VAR luck, we would not be winning this game. Do you think Coutinho deserves more time already, or is he a flop already? I think, okay, again, this is going to be maybe controversial. I think with a new manager in Emery, we could see the best of Coutinho. I think it is last chance saloon, but I'd like to see maybe a little bit more of Coutinho. And if it doesn't work with Emery, then it's not going to work with anyone. Because if it hasn't worked with Gerrard, and it doesn't work with Emery, who's one of the best managers in the world right now, then I don't know what we can say, to be honest. That Stevenage game was poor. To be fair, we did get worse when he went off, but he wasn't great. We were winning the game when he went off, so I think that's what at least he will say if people criticise him. If his goal against City counted, lot would have changed. Maybe. It was a nice finish as well off the post. He loves playing City. He scored at the Etihad as well, didn't he? At the end of last season. They're showing the average positions of players, and it's not a great read for Villa. It's every player other than Danny Ings is in the box. In our half, should I say, where Leeds have pretty much camped in our final third. Only Danny Ings has an average position of the Leeds United half. That speaks volumes, considering their average position is all around the penalty area for Villa. Dear Lord, players are coming out for the second half. I gotta say, do you guys like the Leeds strip? I think it looks okay. It's not like a go-to for most teams, but I don't think it looks too bad. If you're gonna go for that like fluorescent color of yellow, you might as well have like a splash of pattern. I think the blue goes well with it, so it's not a bad kit. I'm not sure about the sponsor, but at least the sponsor doesn't stand out too much. It blends in a little bit with the color scheme. But it's not. I've seen worse away kits. I'll put it that way. But yeah, here come the Villa players onto the pitch. Come on, Ashley Young, by far Villa's best player, by far. And you can't say that. I mean, I'm not going to say that Emi Martinez save wasn't just as important. But if I had to point out someone as the best player, it would be Ashley Young so far. You think it's going down? It's actually very difficult to say right now because the bottom two, I think, have improved recently. I think Southampton You got to be a very good side to beat Southampton. They won against Palace away in the FA Cup. They beat Manchester City in pretty much the City trophy. Like the Carabao Cup, they always seem to win it. They knocked them out. That's back-to-back wins for Southampton. So I know a lot of people will have them in their predictions to go down, but I don't know. I don't know. One win for them, they're at least level with West Ham. Wolves' new manager has made a difference. I don't think it will be enough though. I think he definitely should have been in from the first game, but they just lack confidence. They played us off the park for most of the game, but then lacked the confidence to go on and win it. And we probably should have won it at the end, which I mean, if that doesn't tell you a story, I don't know what does. How you can batter a team almost for a full game and still probably should have lost. If Leon Bailey could have scored an open goal, we would have won it. How's the website going? I've actually done a lot of it, to be fair. I've done a lot of it. Coursework is so fun, I gotta say. It's loads of fun. Still in shock. If he's got, oh no, I read that before. Amazing how Young is doing it at 37 years of age. It's phenomenal. He's absolutely phenomenal. Ashley Young is just wow. I keep saying it throughout the whole stream, but Young is just such like an incredible player. He's aged so well, and yeah, I don't think he expected to play as many games this season as what he has. We've had like injury issues and stuff, and I think Unai Emery prefers Young to Matty Cash, which I don't think anyone expected, to be honest. Villa top 8 this season. Very pleased with Emery at the moment. I wouldn't look at the table just yet. I'd rather take games like game by game and then see how we do. I don't want to set like expectations and then I'd get like upset if we don't get there. I think if we got top 8, top 7, it would be an incredible achievement despite how we started this season, how poor we were with Steven Gerrard at the start of the season. So to then go from that to even think about the top half of the table is just it's quite nice to think about. But yeah, we'll see. I think performances though need to improve because we'll get games like this where we might not deserve to win it, but we do. But on average, if you perform this bad, you're gonna lose. And if we do the exact same again next week, then we are probably gonna lose. We got Southampton as well, which is not an easy game with a new manager, and especially when they're on top. Is Ming Sevilla out wide? Moreno. That's a good pick out. Danny Ings tries to swivel and shoot. It's a good block by Tyler Adams. Ashley Young for Villa recycles the ball back to the halfway line. And it's not been a bad start for Villa. Oh, Mings has slipped over. And this could be a big chance for Leeds. Tyrone Mings slipping over. Jack Harrison. Oh, Aronson, watch out on my days. Aronson probably should have done better there. Tyrone Mings slipping over at a very crucial point. I was just saying, no mistakes, lads. No mistakes. And then Mings slips over on the turf, and it's a 3-on-2 for Leeds. They really should have done more with that. Jack Harrison. Oh, dear. They get a bit lucky, actually. The ball ricochets through Konsa into the path of Aronson. He doesn't get the shot away. Just Ings. Yeah, just so far, Ings is the only sub for Villa. Jack Harrison, it'll be a left-footed outswinger. Digs the ball out. Good catch from Emi Martinez. Very good. Very, very good. Poor corner, though. I gotta say, their corners they've either been really, really good or really, really bad. There's been no in between. They've been like dangerously drilled into that 6-yard box, or they've just barely beat the first man or overfloated. There's no in between with Leeds. Long ball, which Bailey dummied. And to be fair, it doesn't really go to a Villa man. Meslier will try and get Leeds going forward. Here's Cock going long. Poor pass from him. And well won by Ramsey. Be a throw into Leeds. They've not had the start I think Leeds would have wanted in the second half. But, I mean, they've got a long way to go in this game. So, we'll see. We definitely need another goal, says Ben, and I agree. We most certainly do. I think we just need it for the nerves. I think in a game like this, that could have been a dodgy pass from Ayling. It just about finds Cooper. Here come Leeds on the break. is Nonto. Nonto on the left, cross deflected off Ashley Young. Buendia goes long. Is that a foul for Villa? It's not going to be given, despite the fact we want it. Come on, Emmy, man. Get into it, game. It is a free kick to Villa. I thought they weren't going to give it. Referee's talking to Tyler Adams too. Adams has made a lot of fouls, but is yet to have a yellow card today. 50 minutes gone. It is Aston Villa 1. Leeds United 0. The goal by Leon Bailey at the Holte End in the first half is the difference. And Villa will strike towards the North Stand in the second half. And hopefully get a bit of luck. Konsa taking his time with this free kick. He'll drill it long. Looking for that of Buendia. We don't win the ball. We do get the second ball with Konsa again, though. That's a shocking pass from Ezri Konsa. Very needless. Here come Leeds with Nonto. And I did say if they're going to get into the game, it's going to be through Nonto. Harrison. Oh, that's a poor pass from him. Should be a free kick to Villa, surely. And it's not given. Oh, it is given. The referee seems to take his time to give these. Free kick to Villa. Again, it's needless fouls. Needless fouls sometimes. Yeah, 7 corners to none. We haven't had a corner yet today. Haven't had a single corner. I think that says a lot, really. We've definitely rode our luck at times today. Kamara. That's a good pass. Kamara. Oh, that's beautiful from Moreno. Villa get it. It's a big chance to Ramsey. Ramsey to Alex Moreno! Shot saved by Meslier. Well, that would have been the perfect debut for him, wouldn't it? Moreno at one end in the first half to block a shot. And then at the other end, he could have scored. The ball just got trapped under his foot a little bit. It's not the cleanest of strikes, but I'll give Moreno some credit. That's not a bad effort. He is so good going forward. He is so good. I think we've got a potential gem here in Alex Moreno. There's a reason why Real Betis fans were quite upset when they announced that he was leaving. It's usually a big tell. Martinez off his line, hacks it up into the sky. Bailey battling, doesn't win the ball. Luiz does, but it goes to a Leeds man. It's Aronson, it's Nonto in the box, right-footed. What a save again! Emi Martinez. Moreno stops the ball going for a corner. Wow. This goalkeeper, I absolutely love Emi. And then Moreno, just when you think it couldn't get any better, Moreno stops the corner. Ramsey wins the ball back for Aston Villa as well. Kamara on the byline. Mings goes long. Leeds, they've pushed so many players trying to press this in here. It's definitely been a bit of an issue for Aston Villa. But we've just about dealt with it. And once again, Emiliano Martinez. That's going in the top corner, by the way. That's literally a top corner finish from Nonto. And it's a great stop from Emi. And all I hear are the rings of Unai Emery's Claret and Blue Army from the supporters at the Holte End. 35 of you in the live stream right now. Please do hit that like button if you have enjoyed the stream so far. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. It would really be appreciated by me. And it would help support me in quite a big way for such a small action. Long ball play towards Bailey. Meslier off his line. Massive slice out for a Villa throw-in. Very poor connection on the ball from him, but at least it gets the ball away for Leeds. There's another ball on the pitch here. Ashley Young with a throw-in for Villa halfway through the Leeds United half of the pitch here. Ashley Young throw-in. Chelsea, watch out. We're coming for you. I'd calm down the comments. Buendia, Luiz. Looking for Ramsey. Won back by Leeds United. Konsa trying to challenge, but he doesn't keep the ball. Nonto again for Leeds. Just inside the Villa half now. His pass is poor, but he gets away with it. Only momentarily as the flag goes up for offside. I got to say, it's another thing for Leeds. So many offside decisions. So many offsides. And I think that is quite telling with how many players they push forward and how often they push forward. 9 shots of Leeds to Villa's 3. 3 on target to our 2. and it was the Moreno tame shot down the throat of Melier. That was our second shot. But yeah, I gotta say, Moreno is incredibly fast. The reason Messi got his World Cup and Copa, I think it's up there. It's up there because like you compare the other keepers of Argentina, like Romero would not have done what Martinez did. You know, the crucial big saves, the penalty saves, the big moments is what you need Emi Martinez for. Wolves signed Lamina, lot of spending. Well, they recognise they're in a bit of trouble and they need goals. So any way they're gonna stop goals and score goals, they're gonna spend money for, and they need it. Bailey in the box. Bailey cuts it back. Doesn't find a Villa man. Finds Luis just wide at the near post. Drills the shot at the near post. So close. Just put past Melier's goal. Very good from Bailey, by the way. Cuts it back into the middle. Layoff by Buendia. And it's a fizzing effort from Dougie Luiz. Oh man, if he's a bit further back, he probably scores that because the curve of the ball was vicious towards the end. Players. Wait. Oh yeah, he used to play for Southampton. Yeah, good ball knowledge. Players to play for both Villa and Leeds. Both Villa and Leeds. Very good question. I actually can't think of one off the top of my head. There's not been too many. Because most of the time it's been Leeds in the Championship, Villa in the Prem, and there's a couple of years where we were both in the Championship. So I genuinely can't think of a Villa Leeds player. Your ball knowledge is elite. All right, can you think of a player who's playing for Villa and Leeds? Because there's probably some, I just can't think of them. Is Nonto for Leeds. 57 on the clock, Villa 1, Leeds United 0. Nonto stabs it forward, cross comes in, Mings deals with it. Leeds United corner, their 8th of the game. Very good challenge, Tyrone Mings. Oh, wait, is that gone out of play? It looked, well, from my camera angle, it's actually gone for a throw-in. But it looked like a corner to me, from the camera angle I got. My friend Google Canary. Good friend, quite reliable. Stroke throw for Leeds United. Cross comes into the middle. Esri Konsa clears. Oh, that's quite a dodgy clearance from Ramsey as well. He tried to get the ball further away. Ayling hooks the ball back into the box. Bailey's header isn't convincing. Moreno deals with it though. Luiz Villa can break, potentially. But what a challenge that is to stop the counter-attack for Aston Villa. And here come Leeds. Harrison. That's poor from Harrison. He's definitely been the worst of their front three today, 100%. Kamara. Nice weighted pass to Ramsey. Ramsey's fouled. Free kick to Aston Villa on the halfway line by Luke Ayling. Ankles clipped. He did well there, Ramsey. It was a poor first touch, and I think he's done well to win something from that. Fairly smart. I think half time came at a bad time for Leeds because they were definitely starting to dominate the game, and they've not really found their rhythm in the second half so far. Moreno tries to find Danny Ings. Villa get it back. Oh, only momentarily. Kamara, and now he's out of position as Leeds are on the break. Oh, well done from Buendia. First time I'll give him much credit there. Buendia's done very well to win that, and that looks like a foul on Buendia too, which hasn't been given. Leeds get a throw in. I've got to say, this game has just been chaotic. A free kick to Leeds as well. This game has just swung on a pendulum so many times today. Aronson gets a free kick for Leeds. Buendia did so well to win the ball and then retain it. Then it looked like he was fouled. The referee doesn't give it. The ball ricochets out for a throw-in, which then Leeds take very quickly. And they get a free kick of their own. Do you go to games? Yeah, I did actually a vlog if you want to see it. Villa versus Chelsea a few weeks ago. I went to that with some friends who unfortunately were Chelsea fans. And yeah, that was a good experience. I think every time I go to Villa now, I'm going to start vlogging it because it is quite fun. Quite fun to do. I even managed to get the goals on camera, which is not easy to do, I got to say. Moreno, Buendia. Oh, lovely flick from Buendia to Bailey. Villa on the break. Leon Bailey. Dribbles past. Oh, I nearly dribbled past Tyler Adams there. Good challenge on him. Aronson, another long ball, which Emi Martinez off his line is covering. Emi complaining at the linesman there. He thought he should have been offside. Dougie Luis for Villa. And now we're gone. 1-0 it remains with that early goal from Leon Bailey's the difference. Ross McCormack, Delph Milner both play for both. Oh, yeah. McCormack, I forget about because you bought him from Fulham. And McCormack was terrible. The only thing I remember from McCormack, by the way, is like the Gates situation. If you lot remember that. Delph, I suppose, yeah. He's from Leeds as well. But obviously I don't like to think of Delph often because he's a rat snake. And when I think of Milner, I think of Newcastle. I don't think of Leeds. But yeah, that's another great shout. Free kick. And there's an onside with Rodrigo. Chance for Leeds. Rodrigo wide. He tried to catch Martinez out at his near post. And he's just drilled it past the post. These direct free kicks, these direct passes in general have been quite dangerous. Konsa and Mings are struggling with Rodrigo at times. But thankfully his finishing is just not up to standard. Oh man, that's dangerous. It's, by the way, if you guys haven't noticed, it's Napoli 5, Juventus 1. Juventus have been half decent this season, but they've been absolutely mauled to pieces in the Serie A today. Napoli are strong, top of the table, 10 points clear of AC Milan, and you can clearly see why when they've got, well, performances like that. Goal scorers for them are Osimhen, got that player who I can never pronounce, how do you even pronounce that? Kvaratskhelia. I've butchered that to pieces. I can never pronounce that name, but I know he's a phenomenal winger. Di Maria got one back for Juventus. Romani, Osimhen, and Almas also got the other goals for Napoli with only 10 minutes to go in that game. Quite impressive. FA Trophy. Wrexham have come from a goal behind to lead Altrincham by 2-1. Bickerstaff with 2 goals in quick succession. They are the favourites to win the trophy. They're in the round of 16. Which obviously a lot of teams, when you get that far, you do want to go as far as you can. My local team, Tamworth FC, I think are still in this FA Trophy tournament as well. So they'll be looking at that performance as well as any other non-league side who are in it. Hearts 1, St Mirren 0 in the Scottish Premiership, with Hearts going third and quite clear actually of Aberdeen. But as you know, with the Scottish League, the point gap between teams are just stupendous. Celtic into Rangers is a 9-point gap. Rangers into Hearts is a 14-point gap, and Hearts into Aberdeen is a 6-point gap. That's just from first to fourth. It's like they're in a league of their own. It's crazy. Bamford coming on. I mean, one of my most viewed videos ever was me complaining about Patrick Bamford and the hat-trick he scored against Aston Villa. So yeah, he'll come on. Villa have made obviously 2 subs today with the injuries of Luca Digne and Ollie Watkins, with Ings and Moreno coming on. Which I gotta say, Moreno's done very, very well on his debut. Strong tackle, Tyler Adams. But he does win the ball. You'd love to see that if that was a Villa player. Martinez under pressure from Rodrigo finds Konsa. Very ice cold from Konsa. He rolls away the ball. Bailey skips past 2 tackles. Thor nearly 3. He got very cocky. Chance for Leeds United. Adams. Challenge from Young. Challenge from Ashley Young again. What a player he has been today. What a challenge. What a challenge. Villa could break here. Louise finds Bailey. Leon Bailey cuts inside again. Goes for it again. Shot save. Buendia. Yes! Has it got to count? The flag's up, I think. The flag is up. It will not count. It will not count. Buendia did put the ball in the back of the Leeds net from the rebound as he wags his finger. The offside flag goes up. We're going to see the replay. Bailey's shot. He's onside there. This might be a goal for Aston Villa. Emi Buendia looked onside there. From that replay, VAR surely has to intervene. I think it's going to stand. Surely. Leon Bailey, once again, though, showing his threat on that side. Cutting in on his left boot. It should be a goal for Aston Villa. We're going to see. It's a rebound. Emi Buendia header over the reach of Melies. He got a fingertip to it, but not enough. This is crucial. If this counts, it should do. He's well onside. The only player offside is Danny Ings. The referee is gonna give it. It's 2-0 to Aston Villa. It's Emi Buendia to put us 2 goals in front, and hopefully enough to see us get all 3 points in this game. It is a massive, massive goal for us. Some would say it's not a deserved 2-0 lead, but you do take anything you get in football. We've not massively earned it, but this second half has been much better from Aston Villa. Bailey once again showing his threat. Belting strike from him into Meslier. And that's where you question Meslier in goal, right? I think Leeds United could look for a better goalkeeper because the shot from Bailey, it's hit with power, but it's not in the corner, and Meslier can only spill it out in front of him. And as a goalkeeper, that is suicide, really. That is shocking. 2-0 to Aston Villa, and the reaction from Buendia and Dougie Luiz and all the Villa players around him as they all celebrate together. That is just what you want to see. And Emery's ecstatic here. Emery's absolutely loving it. Absolutely loving it. Once again, the curse of AJ. I call out Bailey before the game. He scores in 2 minutes. I call out Buendia at half-time. And I said he probably should have come off for Coutinho as he didn't get involved in the game. And now Emi Buendia has scored for Aston Villa. 66 minutes gone. Villa 2, Leeds 0. And you got to feel for Leeds United. They've made their attacking subs. They've brought on Patrick Bamford. But you feel this game might have already got away from them a little bit. They've not done great in the second half. And if you go by at least the half, they've not been good enough. Bamford is on... there's another sub as well for Leeds. I need to see that very quickly. Who else has come on for Leeds United? I think it's Bamford and potentially Woba. I need to see that. But my app isn't updating. Yeah, Woba's on for Strick. Meslier isn't good. Kid from Toy Story looking bloke. Only started playing because of Casillas. Racism case. True, actually. People forget about that. Shot from Leeds, deflected, caught by Martinez anyway, as he collapses on the ball. Yeah, I mean, the subs from Leeds, I actually will praise. Struik's not been good enough. He was at fault for the first goal, and Harrison has been very ineffective for Leeds. He should have scored. He missed a 3-yard tap-in. So I'm not surprised Bamford's on. I think they might even be going 2 up front now, Leeds United, with Rodrigo, who has caused problems, to be fair. Rodrigo and Nonto have caused Villa issues, but not done just enough to score goals and win this game for Leeds United. Rodrigo had a goal line, a goal. What do they call it? It was guaranteed to go in, and it was a goal line block from Alex Moreno that stopped it. And a few times he's got in from the direct long ball in behind Mings and Konsa, which has caused problems for Villa. But he has yet to put the ball in the back of the net. Well, he did put it in from an offside position that VAR had to overturn. But from an actual onside position, he has yet to put the ball in the back of the net, thankfully, for Aston Villa. 20 minutes to go. Villa 2, Leeds United 0. What this does to the table, by the way, it puts us on level points with Chelsea. Only goal difference behind them, which is just, I think, quite phenomenal. I know Palace have 2 games in hand. I know Chelsea will have a game in hand over us. But it's just nice to say that we are on level points with them. Villa throw in with Ashley Young. Young goes long, looking for Ings. Gonna go back to Young, and he dummies. That's brilliant from Young. He dummies the cross. That's amazing. Young's a shithouse. If you haven't seen what Young's just done there, he's pretended to swing the ball back into the box, and he's just dumbing it. And made Nonto put a leg out for no reason as we won the throw-in. We get another one here, surely. We do, with Bailey. And the Villa fans are applauding it. This shit tells me from Villa is amazing. We're just going to try and, maybe rattle them a little bit. The Villa fans in that corner are loving this. Young long throw towards Ings, who flicks the header on quite well to Luiz, who goes for goal, and once again puts it wide of that near post. He keeps going for that near post. And once again, he doesn't find it. This challenge from Young, by the way, on Tyler Adams. That's man of the match already for me. I'm sorry. Just like the Stevenage game, I'm going to give it very early. Ashley Young, by far, man of the match. And when I go and make a TikTok video after today, I'm going to really make sure I get that point out there to people who watch it. Ashley Young has been absolutely phenomenal. How you let a 38-year-old former winger, now at fullback, have one of the best performances of his career. He has been... Has he made a single mistake, Young? I'm genuinely trying to think of a single thing he has done wrong the entire game. How does he do it? How on earth does he do it? Not a single mistake the entire game. One goal-saving challenge. One incredible slide tackle on Adams to deny an equaliser for Leeds. He's just constantly been a thorn in the side of Leeds. It's incredible. It's incredible. How are you winning 2-0 after getting hammered by Stevenage? I mean, to be fair, 8 of the first 11 were not playing in that game. It's no excuse. But when you have the majority of your first team not out there, it does sometimes make a difference. It will say, though, our squad depth isn't good enough. And some of those players are not good enough to play for Aston Villa. Chance for Leeds United. Shot comes in from Voba, which is blocked. Very scrappy game of football. But we've come away with it with Leon Bailey. Bailey beats Cooper. That's a great ball looking for Danny Ings. Villa can break here with Ramsey. Ramsey has Ings with him but ignores him. Instead plays in Alex Moreno. Moreno! Oh! Wide from Alex Moreno. That's so nearly a third goal for Aston Villa. How impressive has he been today as well? Moreno, obviously everyone will say the goal-saving challenge on the line. But Moreno there, I mean, has just shown what he can offer all day. The pace of that Spaniard is incredible. The strike is hit with venom, but just like a lot of our shots today, it's just into the side netting as he looks at the near post. If he goes across goal there, I think he will. He would have got a potential save out of Melia at the very least. I don't think the near post has been the way to go. There's been so many near post shots today from both Villa and Leeds, and none of them have been on target. Here come Villa again, though, with Ramsey. We're looking way more confident as this game has gone on, especially with that second goal. We look way more composed on the ball. Moreno, back to Kamara. Kamara switches the play, finds Dougie Luiz. Luiz into Moreno. It's Danny Ings. Oh, big save, Meslier. Big save, Meslier. That's a big chance of a third goal for Villa. Leeds United are falling to pieces here. Really good from Dougie Luiz. He scoops a pass into Ings. Ings should score that. Ings should score that, really. He doesn't get a clean first touch, and it allows Leeds United defenders to come close to him and put him off as he goes for goal. Meslier obviously comes out and closes down the angle. Leeds on the break there with Aronson. Ezri Konsa. What a challenge, my son. Wow. What a strong challenge from Konsa. The whole of the whole 10 applauds that as well as I do. Very good tackle. Voba with the throw-in for Leeds United. By the way, for anyone doubting Unai Emery, right, and I don't know why you would doubt him, but this would be 4 wins in the league in our last 5 games. If we can hold on, which obviously is big if. But that is very impressive. But before today, 3 Premier League wins in our last 4, and today will be 4 in our last 5. Only that Wolves game. And we should have won it. We should have won that game. But that is what you call a response from how bad we were under Steven Gerrard. I think that speaks absolute volumes. Nanto looks like he has a good future ahead of him. Yep, definitely deserves to be a better team than Leeds. I'm sorry, Leeds, but it's true. Corner comes in at the near post. It's not brilliantly dealt with by Aston Villa. Headed away by Tyrone Mings. Villa could break here with Bailey. Bailey's got so much pace as he runs. He's got Ings with him. If he can find him. But if anything, he has fouled his man. He's fouled. I think it was Aronson defending there for Leeds. Bailey's been a constant threat. I gotta say, it's just looked like a different Leon Bailey today. So much pace. So much pace down this right-hand side. Cooper That's actually nice from Cooper, to be fair. He beats Buendia. Melier goes long with his left boot. That's too long. And Moreno will get it back for Aston Villa. 15 minutes to go here. Villa 2, Leeds United 0. And this second half has just not been it for Leeds. Not been it at all. Very poor from them. I think they were the better side in the first half and were very unlucky to go into half-time being a goal down. But they've just not responded well in the second half. It's definitely been a more Villa-sided second half. His Nonto, though, could cause problems. Beats a challenge, goes to the near post again. Deflected wide for a Leeds corner. He has been a bit of a problem. I keep saying it every time. Nonto cuts inside. The first mistake. I say that, but it's Ashley Young who makes the challenge. He cut inside past Young, but then he recovers it. So even when you could say it's a mistake from Young, he makes an incredible challenge between him and Tyrone Mings to deflect the ball away. 11 corners now for Leeds United. 11 corners. And they've still yet to score. Left-footed outswinger again for Leeds. Dangerous corner. Headed away by Mings. Mings, I've got to say, another player I'll give credit to. Someone who doesn't get the plaudits he sometimes deserves. His heading from corners is very, very good. Without Mings, a lot of these corners would have caused bigger problems. He's had to get a monstrous header on several of these dangerous corners. So, yeah. Isn't it 4 and 6? Hang on, I'll double check that. So, Drew Wolves beat Spurs. Oh, Liverpool game. Yeah, it's 4 and 6. I forgot we lost to Liverpool, didn't we? Yeah, it is 4 and 6. Well done. I completely forgot that Liverpool game existed. And even that game, I thought we were very good. Cross comes in for Leeds towards Bamford. Goal kick is given. I think Mings has played that off Bamford. Yeah, I thought it was 4 and 5. The Liverpool game went under the carpet a little bit. But still, 4 wins in 6 Premier League games is very impressive. Very, very impressive. You compare that to how we were under Gerrard. I mean, it speaks for itself, really. Someone called Greenwood coming on for Leeds. It's not Mason. I will say that. They are making changes, Leeds United, with 12 minutes to go. Double sub. Aronson and Rocker are off. Gelhardt and Greenwood are on for Leeds. I think, isn't Greenwood an academy player for them? Yes, Sam Greenwood, 20 years of age. Midfielder for Leeds United. Scored 1 goal for them in his career. He's played for Leeds under-23s and under-21s. He's also played for Arsenal under-23s in his career, but he's scored 1 career goal for his club. Mings long towards the halfway line for Villa is won back by Cooper. Oh, that's actually quite nice from Gelhardt. But then Ayling's long ball is wayward. Kamara. Oh, that's disgusting. Sends a Leeds man to the shops. Buendia even. On the ball for Villa. Just past halfway line. Ramsey back to Buendia. That's a foul, surely. Yep, it's a free kick to Villa. 13 points from 18. That's incredible. That's incredible. Kamara is silky. How many times have Villa sent Leeds players to the shops? On quite a few occasions now. That is quite funny. That is quite funny. Tyrone Mings for Villa. Kamara, he's so silky, man. One of the best players for Aston Villa and one of the best CDMs in the league. Is Concert. 5 shots on target and 2 goals. That is clinical. Leeds with 14 shots, but they've just not really hit the target. 3 on target is not enough. Here comes Ramsey. Ramsey scoops it out wide. Here's Moreno. Moreno's got Buendia ahead of him. He goes for a cross instead. Looking for Ramsey. Nearly finds him. Bailey at the back post. Good block. Good block, Cooper. Very good block. That was goal bound as well. You'd love to see where that goes if the challenge doesn't come in, because that looked like it was heading right for the bottom left corner. Tyler Adams is challenged by Douglas Luiz. It'll be a throw into Aston Villa. Oh, the Villa says Harrison Dawes. How you doing, man? I hope you've enjoyed this game. I think it's been, as a whole, a good game for Aston Villa. Very shaky there in that first half, but we've got through it. And, people will remember results more than performances. And a win today puts us on level with Chelsea, who are in 10th. So that is not bad, considering how bad we were under Steven Gerrard not too long ago. Guys, there's 43 of you in the live stream right now. So if any of you haven't already, please do click that like button. I would massively appreciate it. You can subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is very free to do so. So feel free to do that. We also do have a members club as well, which is the cheapest about. And you can get emotes to use in chat and get access to new videos very early. So if you want to help support the channel anyway, feel free to do so. 13 of 18 would get you over 80 points if you maintain that, says Mike. I mean, it would be incredible to maintain it, but I very much doubt it. We're coming for Chelsea. We are coming for Chelsea. Martinez to Konsa. Much better from Villa. Very good response to that embarrassing result against Stevenage. I think we've moved on quite well. I know a lot of the first team didn't play in that game, but it's not seemed to affect us too badly. Here come Villa again on the break. Every time Ramsey's on the ball, by the way, we look so good. Ramsey carries it so well at times. Buendia fouls his man. Free kick to Leeds with 9 minutes to go. I think we're going to see some subs for Villa. There's been 4 changes for Leeds without a 1 for Villa since the first half. And there it is going to be Morgan Sanson. He was definitely impressive against Stevenage. Probably the only positive from that Stevenage game, as Sanson will come on. As well as Felipe Coutinho. He will once again get 10 minutes. Ramsey and Buendia off for Sanson and Felipe Coutinho. Coutinho will go out wide, I'm guessing. Sanson will be in the middle with Dougie Luiz as that pivot. Sanson is alive, ladies and gentlemen. And you got to say, I know that game against Stevenage was bad, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but Sanson was good in that game. Even you take his goal away, he helped us in midfield. He was probably our only good player in our transition from defence to attack. And he helped create some chances for Villa that we probably should have done better with. So yeah, quite nice to see Sanson being rewarded. I want to see more of him. And Coutinho as well. I will say I want Coutinho to feature a little bit under Emery as like the last chance saloon to see if he can get anything out, squeeze any more out of his career. Because I think if he leaves as of right now, he's not going to play in the Premier League again. I doubt any other team would gamble on it unless you're newly promoted and have loads of money. Like I can see like a Nottingham Forest coming in for him, but other than that, I can't see it. Sanson in the double pivot. Chance for Leeds, by the way. Nonso. He beats Sanson. Pulls it back. Goal. Bamford 2-1. Bamford has scored. No celebration. Patrick Bamford makes it 2-1. Well, that looked like a foul on Ashley Young, by the way, but it's not going to be given. There's a long ball in towards Nonso. Young goes down under the challenge, which isn't given. That's a really nice ball. Sanson challenges. He gets past Sanson, pulls it back towards Bamford. That's a great finish from Bamford. Well, how's your nerve, Aston Villa? How is your nerve? Also, I think we had someone who did spoil it in chat. Please, can you not say anything? I'm like 10 seconds behind, so if anyone can just not say anything until I respond, you don't have to wait too long. I would appreciate it. Yeah, thank you very much. Bailey. Oh, that's poor. Leeds are looking up for this now. Long ball forward. Moreno wins the header. Oh, well done, Dougie Luiz. Well done. Luiz looking for Ings. They're not on the same wavelength. Ings battles. He wants to throw in. I don't think he's going to get it there. Bamford. I got to say, Patrick Bamford, he's always a thorn in Villa's side, isn't he? You got Anwar El Ghazi sent off wrongfully. He scored a hat-trick at Villa Park a few years ago under the lockdown season. And he's once again scored against us. Oh yeah, I need 2-1, don't I? I forgot. It is now officially 2-1. I just forgot to put it on the scoreboard. There you go. I have to manually do it, and I just forgot. I was just quite surprised to see them score because it was out of nowhere, really. Ailing for for Leeds United. A bit like the Stevenage game, we need to make sure we react well to conceding because we've actually done well in the second half. A free kick to Leeds, which the Villa fans were not happy with. That's a poor pass. Here comes Villa with Bailey. That free kick was wasted. Good tackle, Cooper. Villa still have it with Sanson. Sanson trying to scoop it towards Danny Ings. Oh, that was bizarre from Kamara. By the way, Sanson's a wide player for Villa. He's not in the middle. I just realised Kamara and Luiz didn't go off. So it's actually just the wide players who've come off. Well, Coutinho has gone for like a 45-yarder there. Wait, was that Coutinho or Danny Ings? It looked like Coutinho. It is. Felipe Coutinho went for goal from like 40+ yards and just put it over. I don't know what he's trying to do there, to be honest. Because I don't think Meslier was too far off his line. It seemed to get back in time. If it was goal bound anyway. Leeds is, if you go by the first half performance, maybe. But this second half, they've not been great, but they've scored. It's really bizarre how football works sometimes. They should have scored the first half, they didn't. And then they've not been that great in the second half, and they've scored. Who do you think he is, Rooney? Why go for that? We need control. Oh, yeah, I know. A little bit silly from Coutinho. A little bit silly. Martinez gets the players to go from the left to the right. I think a bit of time wasting there from Emi. You love to see it when it's your team. You hate it when it's your opposition. Voba with the throw in for Leeds as Emi Martinez goal kick went out of play. Voba into Adams. Voba gets it back, clips it long. Mings deals with it. Put out of play again. 4 minutes to go here. Villa 2. Villa 2, Leeds 1. The Villa fans are not giving the ball back to Leeds, which I find quite funny. Voba gets another one instead. Time wasting antics from the fans as well as the players. Voba. Poor. That's really poor from him. Can't say it's foul. Free kick to Aston Villa. Poor pass. Poor foul. Your heart's going to explode. It's probably about 4 minutes, yeah, I would say. Yeah. A good guess from Ben. Maybe a bit less, actually. Another sub for Leeds, by the way. Emi once again with a little bit of time wasting, as he always does. The Leeds fans are not happy in the corner. Emi goes long. Looking for Bailey. One back by Cooper. Second ball won by Luiz. Bit of head tennis. Voba into Luiz again. Won by Kamara. Throw into Leeds. And Leeds will have to wait for their subs. I'm guessing anyway. Yeah, a Cox actually coming off. That's a big sub. They're actually really going to go for this. That's a centre back coming off. And Junior Firpo is going to come on. So that's intent for Leeds. They're really going to go for it. I forgot Cox was a footballer in this. Yeah, he's a centre back. So he's. Oh wait, is he? He is a centre back, right? Am I being dumb? Yeah, he is. He's a centre back on a yellow, but Firpo is coming on. There's attacking intent there. Coutinho looking for Ings, misplaced pass, one back by Aston Villa as we gone long, looking for Bailey. Bailey doesn't win it, Cooper does. It's like I said, this game's been incredibly scrappy the whole game. Coutinho, lovely from Coutinho. That was beautiful. Knocked it past his man and went round him. That was very nice. Moreno. 2 minutes to go here. That was ice cold from Felipe. I want to see more of that. Is Tyrone Mings for Villa. Mings back to Emi Martinez. Emi goes long. Oh, what a pick! Oh, nearly a great pick out. Oh, Meslier! Has Meslier lost it? He's fouled his man. What is Meslier doing? Yellow card, which obviously the fans will always want more than a yellow from there. What is that from Meslier? Meslier coming off his line, slicing the ball and then fouling Coutinho. What is that? Oh, that's a very high boot from Meslier. Melia's pretty much kicked Coutinho in the head there. Yeah, silly foul. Silly foul. He's had a bit of a mare there, Meslier. The wife put a sneaky fiver on Bamford to score, 150 quid. Fair enough. Mike said that's a red. Well, not only is just in a bit of no man's land, he's also caught him very high. Luiz, what a free kick that is. Moreno, early left-footed cross. It's not a great one. Headed away. And here come Leeds on the break with a minute to go here. It's Nonso. Good challenge from Dougie Luiz. It took 4 Villa players to get him there. And the commentator literally just stole that line from me. Oh, lovely outside the boot ball from Coutinho into Moreno. Moreno cuts back inside. Finds Coutinho again. Oh, that's nice. Very, very nice weighted passes. Kamara, lovely pick out to Bailey on this right-hand side. Bailey, that's a shocking ball to Sanson. It's a 5-yard pass, mate. Ashley Young wins his challenge, battles with Nonso. That should be a Villa throw-in, surely. Oh, it's a Leeds throw, and they take it quickly. It's one back, though. Dougie Luiz. Villa can get players forward. Luiz. The attacking passing for Villa has been shocking sometimes. 6 minutes of added time, by the way, have been shown. 47 of you in the live stream, guys. If you can show support, I would very much appreciate it. Feel free to do so any way you feel like it. Villa 2, Leeds United 1 would be a massive result for Aston Villa if we can hold on. Yes, 6 minutes of added time. Long, long time. Can it be? Will it be enough for Aston Villa? Bamford, poor pass. Oh, ice cold again from Kamara as he drags the ball back past him. And then Danny Ings. I go to praise one thing about Villa and then I have to criticise another. Danny Ings just doesn't collect the ball very well. And it goes out of play. And you feel like this will be Unai Emery time now for us to drop back, you imagine. Long ball forward. Bamford chases. Emi Martinez off his line. Makes sure. Holds the ball. Collapses on it. And Emi Martinez. How long is he going to hold on to the ball here? How long? Offside flag for Bamford. So it's even more time wasting. Martinez. Oh, Emi Martinez. That's the crowd right now. Which is nice to hear. He's took 30 seconds, by the way, to take this. And he still hasn't taken it. How have we been dominated all game? I think we've been dominated for 2/3 of it. And that one the 1/3 that we didn't dominate. That we did dominate, we scored another goal in. Martinez has been booked, by the way. For his time wasting. He's took 50 to 54 seconds to take a free kick. 54 seconds. The shithousery from Emiliano Martinez. Villa get a free kick as well with a foul on Sanson. Greenwood not happy. I don't know how many players we're going to push forward for this, to be honest. Not too sure. 4 minutes to go here. Villa 2. Leeds United 1. Goals from Leon Bailey in the second minute. And then Emi Buendia, I think midway through the second half. And then Patrick Bamford off the bench to get one back for Leeds United. And that's how it remains right now. Luiz free kick. Only 3 players forward for Villa. And Danny Ings had a deflected header there, which would have gone wide, which Meslier keeps in play. Leeds will try and build from the back. Dodgy ball that Leon Bailey nearly nicked back for Aston Villa. Tyler Adams, not the best of passes to Nonso, but he keeps it in play. It's a really good tackle, by the way, from Ashley Young. Throw into Leeds United. 3 minutes to go. Good throw as well from Firpo. Is Nonso. Picks a pass out for Bamford. Half hacked away by... that'll be a free kick. That's silly. Half hacked away. Clearance from Luiz. And then Nonso goes down under a soft challenge from Ashley Young. That might be a booking for Young. Oh, no. Apparently it's just going to be a free kick. Indirect free kick here. Oh, the commentators have said the Nonso versus Young has been quite a fascinating sight. It has been. I think both have done really well. Not often you get a fullback and a winger who've both produced like a sublime performance, but they really have. Free kick to Leeds. It's in a dangerous position with 2 minutes of injury time to go. Right-footed. How have they not scored? How on earth have Leeds not scored? Oh my god. Oh my god. Cross comes in. Oh my word. Tyrone Mings has probably saved a goal there. He just hacks it in front of goal. It's literally bounced in front of goal, in front of the 6-yard box, and Mings hacked it away. Corner Leeds. Mings is foul. Free kick Aston Villa. Bloody hell, man. Bloody hell. My heart is going. My heart is literally going. Kamara's getting celebrated, by the way, by the Villa players around him. I thought it was Mings that was fouled. It was actually Kamara. Kamara literally got celebrated there. She's just what I want to see. Yeah, unless the time travel. Well, Leeds obviously want us to take this free kick as fast as we can. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. Villa 2. Leeds 1. Juventus are 5-1 down. I promise you. All the other games are finished. Wrexham lost in the FA Trophy by 3-2. St Mirren lost to Hearts, who are third in the Scottish Premiership. And Napoli, top of Serie A by a mile, have just extended that. 5-1 winners over Juventus, who've had a good season. Even Di Maria scored in that game, but it obviously was nowhere near enough. Villa have a throw in here. Obviously, I'm 20 seconds or so behind, so if it says full time on the screen, just bear with me. Ashley Young bowls it long. Looking for Ings, hacked away. Oh, dodgy, actually, from Moreno, that was. Thankfully, it didn't go anywhere. Cooper going long. Headed away by Ezri Konsa. Header 4 by Cooper. Bamford, Villa want an offside. It's going to be given. That should be it. That should be it for full time here. Bamford's offside. I imagine that's it. I imagine that is it. 6 minutes of added time was shown. We'll take what we can take today. It's been a very good performance. Man of the match by a mile has been Ashley Young, who's been incredible from minute 1 to minute 90. A very difficult game in marking Nonto all game. I think both have been exceptional. Nonto's got a career ahead of him, 100%. I don't know if it's going to be at Leeds, but he's definitely got a career in front of him. Long ball from Martinez, won by Danny Ings. Throw into to Leeds. Still, the whistle hasn't gone, despite there being a minute over. The fans behind Ayling and Coutinho were not happy with the shove there. Gypsy Lad says he hates Bamford. I don't like Bamford, to be fair. Coutinho, it's hacked away. Konsa heads it back towards the halfway line. Ayling. Oh, it's a poor touch from Ayling. That might be it. That might be it. Villa will take 20 years to take this throw-in, and hopefully that'll be it. I've seen finish on the screen. Hopefully that will be it. We've got one last throw-in on my screen. As Alex Moreno has the ball in his hands. Moreno goes long, and that will be it for Aston Villa. What a performance! At times for Aston Villa is what I will say. An asterisk in what I will say there. We have won the game. We took our chances, which we can't often say. Alex Moreno, what a debut performance he had today. Clearing a shot that was goal-bound, 100%. It was going in. He slid the ball off the line. Emi Martinez making a point-blank range save to deny Jack Harrison. And then goals from Bailey in the first half, who's back to his best, I would say. And then it was a Bailey shot, which was tapped in by Emi Buendia for the Villa second goal. Bamford got one back for Leeds. It wasn't enough. Villa have moved up to be level with Chelsea, as you can see on screen. Only goal difference separates us and Chelsea in the Premier League. We've won the same amount of games as them, and we've drawn the same amount. Thank you guys for watching. I will be live for Aston Villa versus Southampton next week. I appreciate you all being here. I'm going to do a TikTok video as well. If you want to follow me on all my socials, AJSTV, as always. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a very good game for Aston Villa. I will say, on the whole, it's been very good. Could have gone either way in pieces, and in the key moments, we were on top. Big shout out to Nonto. Thought he was incredible for Leeds. He's definitely got a future. But yeah, that is all for me. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Have a very good evening. Up the Villa. I'll see you guys